Welcome back to Comment Commentary, everybody. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Here joined by my lovely friends, Handboy and...
Lava Girl.
Handboy and Lava Girl. And I'm your host, Shark. So what we're going to do today is go over some... You guys send in art.
Question mark at the end of your own nickname is pretty good.
You guys send us art. We look at it and we say, hey, this is good. So you can send us art using hashtag ComCom. That's 2 M's on each com. Get excited.
Hashtag COM.
So you can send us art on Twitter, on the SourceFed Reddit, you can send it on Facebook, you can send it to each of our private accounts, or you can just send it to Mike Fowl's own.
Yeah, I'll make sure it gets where it's going.
This first art piece is of Suptic and I.
This is my favorite.
really
I love
amazing.
it. It's so good.
It feels like gorillas.
In Excelsis is his name on Instagram.
I've never wanted somebody's approval more than I would like this person's approval, because I want to be a part of this.
Oh, way to in yourself.
I love this. Suptic was saying it's kind of like the gorillas.
It is kind of like
animation, which I love.
Does feel like
but
that,
I
yeah.
just love to picture us as these cartoons and we look cooler.
My pants are usually a little bit, not gonna nitpick.
tighter.
It's a great
you were gonna
drawing.
say tighter.
Yeah.
They could have just kept the same legs for both, and it would have been the same.
It's true. I kind of wear the pants that Suptic is wearing in this picture more than
I have really tiny legs.
Right, and I have them thick legs.
What is that noise?
Some ghost is into my thick legs.
Here's one as Suptic as an owl, kind of crudely done.
He's a falcon.
He's a falcon.
Yeah, it's a falcon.
Also, OMG and lit in fiery letters are
You look
predominantly.
hot.
It is a bit crude. Please send more. Oh, this one looks like this is Mike.
Zone, or is it me with a beard?
This is the whitest teeth that I've ever had, or Candace has ever had.
You look a little bit like, who's the guy that's playing Aquaman?
Yeah,
You look a bit like him.
like a muscleless version of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in this one.
We all love this one. Ava saw this and she loved this one. I love this one.
It looks like I'm uncomfortably close to Steven, and I'm weirding him out.
Yeah, it's usually the other way around.
Yeah,
It isn't
I do
normally
agree.
the other way around. Maybe they forgot about me completely, and they had to. It's like when you forget an
They
S.
said, oh.
Speaking of which, we haven't talked outside of the office in quite a while. Do you want to talk again soon, or?
We could talk now.
Yeah, now's good.
You have anything that you want to catch me up on, or?
I'm going to Iceland for a trip soon, so I figured if we hung out beforehand and then.
You need time to pack, and I wouldn't want to.
Yeah. No, yeah, I do need.
I'm sure you got a busy schedule.
Elon Musk's Secret Tunnels was a video I did on my own. He was basically like, I hate traffic in LA, I want to build secret tunnels. And then it turns out that he's actually going to do that.
How can you make that legal to make tunnels for yourself?
How do you get a
Billions of
whole
dollars.
news story written about you if you just want to do something for yourself? Like I said earlier this week, I'm not using bread anymore, and I've just started rolling up cold cuts. No one wrote about me.
Angelo Garcia said, I think it was a joke that was taken too seriously. Well, believe it or not, a couple days after the story, he was like, oh, we're starting to dig. So.
Also, Elon Musk, I don't think he's made a joke in his life. If you watched any interview with him, I don't think he's capable of making a joke.
There was some recent article about how I'm such a great marketer. I say the stupidest things. That cannot possibly be true.
Cass says, secret tunnel, through the mountain, secret tunnel, yeah. And I don't know what that's from.
I don't know, a show called Avatar.
Candace, cut us to a
Avatar?
clip, please.
Of what?
Of the...
Me drinking water? Cut
Yeah.
to a clip. Wow, this cup of water is like a secret tunnel. Okay.
Okay, so now you're back?
Yeah.
I think that clears up the song.
TPFG asks, why not just helicopter? Get a sweet little helicopter, park on the war crime you call a roof, and fly your small, tiny, microscopic butt anywhere you want to go.
Ammed is my favorite part of this comment. The war crime you call a roof, and fly your small, tiny, microscopic butt anywhere you want to go. No punctuation.
Elon Musk very tiny.
Is he a small man?
I don't know. What's Elon Musk's height? He's 6'2".
Oh,
Chances of
come
him
on.
having a microscopic butt, slim to zip.
Yeah, or he has a microscopic butt that he's hiding from all of us. Seaside B needs to make it all about themselves and say Boston has tunnels. We're talking about Boston. It was terrible when the construction was happening. Oh, they're talking about the big dig. But traffic isn't as bad anymore. So there was a project that went on in Boston for years and years, and it fucked everything up, but now it's done and things are a little bit better.
So it has secret tunnels?
They're not secret,
So it made things worse until it made them better.
and I think there's a lesson to be learned there.
Tostitos breathalyzer bag calling you an Uber. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever had Tostitos. Well, now their bags are a breathalyzer that can call an Uber.
Gotta be kidding.
Wait,
That's
Tostitos?
crazy.
Not at all, not at all.
Corn
not at all.
tortilla
The
chips,
chip,
right?
the chip.
The chips call an Uber for you.
That is insane.
One more time?
Never would I have guessed ever that a bag would be calling me an Uber.
How's it work, Steven?
Well, Mike, I didn't do the story, but if I were to guess, the bag has a chipped-in sensor, and
It has all
when
technology.
you eat enough of it, then it says then maybe it calls one of them that calls an Uber when it has enough left in it to be in the bag.
Sounds like science.
So the question was, how much would you spend on this if they started stocking them on the shelves at Ralph's?
Yeah, to be honest, I feel like I would just, if I was drunk, I'd still have enough sense to call an Uber probably.
How about a Pringles can that calls Lyft?
What happens when the Tostitos bag calls an Uber?
Trippy Gudakisa said, who names a store Ralph's? I won't go in even if it's $1.
Sort of like judging a book by its cover, don't you think? And we all know that works. I don't go in Ralph's either because they make me uncomfortable and the people in there are gross.
You're alienating all the Ralphs? Patrons? Player Killer says, can I get one that tells me if I've been smoking weed? If so, turn green and make it open the bag of chips, please.
XD.
Couple things. You need to know if you've been smoking weed. You need to be the first person who knows. And if you're getting to the point where somebody else has to tell you, or a bag of chips has to tell you that you're smoking weed, you're smoking too much and smoke less.
Actually, you're probably not even smoking weed.
Yeah, it sounds like an angel dust situation.
Bartlett 2K says, Bartlett's the name of my optometrist back in Illinois. So they will surely cost more than an original bag, so why would anyone even bother buying the product? They're just a bag of chips. Surely they could have done better with the funding. Scratch my head. P.S. Candace is the best. Hearts face.
Fuck yeah.
I genuinely
Com
agree with you, Bartlett.
I'm the best, thank you.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Must be your optometrist because it's clear to see that Candace is the best.
Who else thinks I'm the best? Let me know.
We like to have fun.
So there's an app that came out in China that allows you to hire a fake girlfriend. They can range from as little as $450 to $1,500 per hour. That's wacky expensive, right?
No.
Okay, so the question is, will the Chinese New Year bring us any more surprising apps? Or like the one that tells you you're pushing too hard when you poop?
How do you grip the phone while you're...
The very first comment was from Music F3B, and they said, in all fairness, it's probably cheaper than having a real girlfriend during the holidays. Oh!
Slam.
I just want to say I'm a very low maintenance gal. Buy me a bag of chips and I'm fine. Don't get me any presents. All I need is your love.
I'm very high maintenance.
What do you need to...
Well, pretend we're on a date right now.
okay.
Yes, I'd
Are
like...
are all three of us on?
Hi, we're your double date.
I'll get the house Pinot Noir if you can, for me.
Well, just 3 waters. Good reenactment. Would you really consider yourself a high maintenance person? Do you need a lot?
I need a lot of love, Mike.
Do you need to be showered with gifts?
Not gifts. No, yeah, gifts. Yeah. That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking of. Sorry, I was like, I was trying to think like emotionally what I need. No, it's gifts. Yeah. If I
Currently
was a girl, would you want to date me?
Hold on. Let me picture it. I'm there. Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna hit on you. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, look at that beard. What can you fit in there?
Well, See, already I feel like we're going down a weird kind of a path. Jimothy Nugent says, $1,500? No thanks. I'll just ignore my mom. Ronnie 2K Valentine. Go ahead, Steve.
Ronnie too, no, do that.
Is anyone hiring a disappointing girlfriend? I'm a picky eater. I'm going to school for theater. I don't take great care of myself. I sit around playing video games. Hire me. I'll make your parents regret wishing you ever had a girlfriend.
Have it with a fake girlfriend, you guys? No?
I've had a fake girlfriend before.
Really?
Yeah, when there was one situation where I was in a deli and there was a girl, a friend of mine, and then a girl who liked me, but I didn't like her. So to the friend of mine, I was like, "You're my fake girlfriend now."
Did you guys kiss fakely?
No, I put my arm fakely over her shoulder, though.
Did you get turned on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Physically.
That's nice.
A teenage girl used her Make-A-Wish, which is what you get when you're terminally ill. The Make-A-Wish Foundation will basically do anything these terminal ill kids want to do so they can check stuff off their bucket list. And this girl wanted to tase another human being. The question was, did you ever put a spider down your shirt? Elena Gardner says, nah, but a frog jumped down my shirt once. Humble brag. I was wearing a life jacket, one-piece bathing suit, and shorts. I didn't know whether to try to grab it from the top or wiggle it out of my shorts, and I didn't know whether to cry or laugh. So confusing, all the emotions at once, plus you're being touched by something that isn't human.
Raspberry Goomies says, I'd ask for at least $500,000 so my family could pay for my medical bills and funeral arrangements after... Wow, nice boring answer, dude.
The question of the video was, is falconry dope as shit?
And I think the simple answer in many ways
I don't
is
remember us
probably
asking
not.
that question.
Abby, a bunch of dudes, says.
Is that really your name?
Abby Fellows, that's her name.
This truly quacks me up, but hope this didn't ruffle too many people's feathers.
Oh.
I'm telling you, that would have been awkward. I guess two can play at the game. Fuck, if the Queen of England wanted to join in as well.
I just learned for myself that it takes exactly 4 puns in the same sentence to make me Stark Raven mad.
Amelia Kamen says, I love birds of prey. That's fucking weird.
She's been waiting for this story.
Okay, let me read this how I imagine her voice. I love birds of prey.
Wait.
I love birds of prey. I'm going to college in order to take care of them. Oh, in zoos or rehabilitation centers. So yeah, I think falcons are dope as shit. Yeah, that's awesome. That's a great career path. Probably not profitable, but you're doing the world a favor, and we'll all support you with our taxes. Thank you, guys.
Let somebody else work. You play with birds all day, for sure. Memes says, birds, I like them.
Yes!
Oh.
Thank you so much for joining us here on Commentary.
It was a really great time. It was a really great time.
Birds of prey act as individuals, and you would never be able to get them under control enough to carry you anywhere. So nice try, you idiot.
What about Falcor? Go ahead and send your art to #ComCom, and we'll enjoy every last bit of it, I promise. From this couch, I'm Mike Falzone.
I'm Candace Carrizales.
Ooh, I'm Steven Suptic.
Back to you.
I'm Candace Carrizales.
And Mike Falzone. See y'all next time.
Mike Falcone.
Mike Falcon Zone.
You guys will never have control over me because I'm a bird of prey. Ooh, Jason. Mario.
I thought this video could use a little positivity, so I went ahead and made a list of the top 10 best breads. Here it is.
Engineers invented this sleek black Tostitos bag that lights up with a blue ring when it's turned on. When someone blows on the sensor at the top, a green ring will appear if you're all good and not drunky.